Hi everyone, welcome back. Tuplex here. Who else would it be, right? Hopefully I'm the guy you were expecting. I finished making the engine production area. So as you can see, we've got 40 machines cranking out engines. I joined the two output belts up here with a splitter, and then I brought the single belt fuel of engines over here to the main bus. I also have upgraded the iron bus to 4 lines. So I've got, and I only have 3 smelters right now, but I've got 3 smelting lines going into a 4x4 balancer. This is, I don't actually have 4 belts of production yet, but it's much easier to balance 4 belts than it is to balance 3. So that's why I did that. And I also added another line of copper. Okay, so now we've got 2 lines of copper on the bus, and then additional mining drills on iron ore and copper ore to be able to feed those things. Okay, we've got a lot of lubricant now. Our light oil has been bottlenecked, I would say. So let's get our Blue Science production done so that we can start to get the advanced oil research so we can deal with those byproducts. All right, so as usual, we'll space things out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoops, I should leave that there until I get my machine placed. There we go. Let me turn that off. The nanobots now are going pretty fast. It's a pretty nice upgrade. What did I do with my planner? I wanted that to be pinned. Okay, so we're going to need 24 machines making the science packs, 4 machines making the mining drills, and 5 machines making gears to feed all this thing. The gears are for the mining drills. So I think we'll do the mining drills first. So let's see if we can do, that's 5. Let's see if we can come up with a good layout for 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that work? I think that will work. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to move these away another tile. Or 2. I'm going to move them away 2 tiles. And since I had picker extended, I can just hover over it and use the arrow key to move it. That way I don't have to redo the recipes. Okay. So now I'm going to put in fast inserters. So if I do this, then every machine is feeding 2 except for these on the ends. Let's see. How many gears? Let's see how many gears per second I need. Okay, well, it's 450 a minute is what I need. 450 a minute. Let's hit Control Enter. So 450 divided by 60. My math brain isn't working too well right now. That's 7.5 a minute. Okay. I think this will work. We'll try it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to make all of these long. So I'll make the first one long, and then I can shift right click and shift, whoops, and shift left click to copy the settings. And I'm doing that so that I can have another belt come here with the circuits. Oh, actually, I'm going to need 2 belts. So I'm going to need circuits and iron plates. Okay, so let's go back to the original position here. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm not positive though, because well, we'll try it this way. All right, and then we're going to need a belt of iron coming in there. How much iron do we need for those gears? 900 per minute, or 90 every 6 seconds. What's 90 divided by 6? 10, 15. So I need 15 a second. That means I'm going to need a full red belt. Okay. So let's, because one, or we can just, we'll do 2 belts. We'll do 2 belts of regular iron. All right, and then I'll do, whoops, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And those will be there to be consistent. Okay, so after there we go. That way this belt will feed 2.5 and this belt will feed 2.5. Whoops. And I'm going to want these belts to be pretty much dedicated to these. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'll give myself a little, actually I might need more room than that. Let's see how I can do this. Okay, so that's one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the output priority on the left. So that way, rather than just sending half of it down this way, it'll try to keep this, it'll try to keep the left side full before it sends any through on the other side. Yeah, and then this one I'm going to have to put right here so that I can jump over with an underground, and I'm going to do that the same way. All right, so if I take plates out, you can see that that's going to be empty unless this belt gets backed up a little bit, and then it'll start to pass some through. So we'll wait till it gets to the end, and then we can see that working. There we go. So that's where the belt priority is quite useful. And then after that, we'll want to rebalance those belts. So I'm just going to copy this 4 to 4 balancer, and we'll put that up there. Okay. So that'll give us enough iron, at least for the gears. All right, and then I'll put power poles there. Put some there, and then we'll need some on this side as well. Okay, and we can put some lights there. All right, so let's get power brought over here. Extend our path a bit. Okay, so these also need 10 iron plates each. So let's check the iron plate requirement for the drills. That's also 900 a minute. So we've got, yeah, so we've got basically the same iron plate requirement for the drills as we do down here. Actually, I have an idea of how we can make this better. I can feed it with 2 yellow belts, since yellow belts are what we have available. But what I'll do is, when it gets over, we'll just combine it into 1 red belt. Like that. Because 1 red belt has the same throughput as 2 yellows. So if you take 2 yellows into a red splitter and 1 belt coming out, then you'll have the same throughput. Alright, so I'm going to feed these the same way. Okay, yeah, and I'm going to take out this balancer. So what I'll do instead is I'll feed those 2 from these other 2 belts. Alright, so I can copy that portion. And I'm going to put that right there. And then this needs to jump across. And that needs to jump across there. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move these poles to the other side of this belt, because I still need to bring in green circuits. Fortunately, those only take 3 or 1.5 per second. Alright, let's move this over by 1. Again, just using my arrow key. And we'll move this over. Okay, I'm going to need 3 poles. Alright, so each one of these has 2 blues and a red. Alright, so this is going to be for green circuits. So let's extend the green circuit part of the bus. And we want to come over right there. Alright, yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think that's where the underground goes. Yeah. Right, and I make sure that I leave a space, because if I bring a belt down there, then it'll start side loading iron onto that belt, and we don't want that to happen. Okay. Now I have a big problem. And that is that I don't have anywhere to put the mining drills. Alright. Let's see if one inserter will be fast enough. Let's see. Fast inserters. Yeah, one inserter will be fast enough to give it the iron that we need. Oh, yeah, and actually, I think that's the same case down here, too. Because we have the stack size bonus now. Forgot about that. Okay. So regular yellow or red. Let's see here. That needs to go there. All right, I'm gonna have to rearrange things a bit here. Here, let me place my output inserters first. We'll give those the priority. Okay, and then these are gonna be long. Okay, so they'll be putting mining drills over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a loader into a chest. Where are my chests? There we go. Put 100, let's say. And then we'll have another loader on the other side. Now, I would prefer if it still came out on one side, so I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if a filtered mini loader will allow me to choose only one side on the output. Let's try it. No, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so if I need to get the drills only on one side, then I'll have to do something there. I just want to make sure that I accumulate some mining drills for my own use. Okay, so now let's do circuits. That ought to work. And then all the other empty areas are for the iron plate. Ah, okay. We'll have to do some jumping. And those actually have to be red. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. So now, where should I put the blue science? I think lining it up with this would be pretty nice. Actually, I'm going to want... where do I want the science to go? Because I need to get the science down to the labs. I could bring it down here and then enter this way. I think that's what I'll do. Alright, so blue science will come down. Whoops. Will come down here. Okay, be careful. Okay, so that means that, well, I'll right, I'll figure that out shortly. I'm also going to need red circuits and engines. So why don't we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, here I'll just set up one unit, and then we'll copy paste with the bots. Okay, so we'll bring the drills down here, let's say. And then, yeah, and then we could also bring a combined belt of red circuits and engines here. Because these things just need one of each. Okay, and we haven't put red circuits on the bus yet, so let's do that. This presents a problem. All right. We'll have to shift it over by one tile. Okay. So now red circuits are on the bus. We also have engines on the bus. So we just need to get them brought together right there. Let's see, I wonder... No. Okay, I got an idea. All right, check this out. Nice. It's not very pretty, but it works. Okay. So then we can do this. Put 2 lights. We can use... I'll just put 4 yellow inserters. I'll make these 2 long. And actually this whole thing needs to be moved over just a bit. So let me move it over. The reason I want to move it over is because I'm going to put some up here too. Right there. Like that. Okay, and then if we go underground red, at least right there. Then that could be our output. Let's bring this down one more. So I need more belts. Get rid of some junk. Okay, and then let's put our output. All right, and then I'll copy from here. All right, so this is not going to be exactly what I want. I'm going to have to modify this blueprint a little bit. So let's put in the second unit. Okay, so that's what I want. And here we've got, we need 24 altogether, so that's 6 of these. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll see if I got enough stuff. Looks like I'm out of inserters and factories. There's factories, there's inserters. And we can get rid of the belts on the ends, like that. Okay. And so this is all running. We have blue science. So let's get this down to the labs and we can start doing more really cool research. Get rid of that. I've got personal RoboPort already queued up. Oops. There we go. I can get rid of that. And then I'll need to add more inserters to the labs. All right, so I'll need 2 near inserters there. And I'll need 2 long inserters there. And then I'm going to upgrade these power poles so we can get them covered. Okay. That's long, and that's short. And I'm going to need more power poles. I really got to get rid of some of this junk I'm carrying around. Okay. Let's delete that. I think I can use the upgrade planner to upgrade the power poles. From small to medium. Go. Yep. Oh, okay. I have no inventory space to get rid of this thing. So I'll just put it there in my trash slot. Okay, now we can make personal roboports, which we will get working on pretty soon. Yeah, let's do advanced oil processing next. So that one's important to have. Okay. So now that we've got all that done, I think we can... Okay, yeah, I have a pretty significant iron shortage here, looks like. This is not gonna... I don't think this is gonna be able to go fast enough. I've got a lot of drills, a lot of mining drills banked up here, but if I don't have full belts of iron coming up here, then it's not gonna give me what we need. Okay, advanced oil. We will start working on that in the next episode. Trying to see what else would be a good one to get right away. Probably the cargo and robot speed upgrades we're going to want to get right away. That one can wait. We could do power armor, but I don't have the green circuits anyway, so I'm not going to bother with that. So let's do robot cargo size. Okay, and then I want to see what I would need to do to get some more iron production going. I've got plenty of ore. Yeah, so probably what I could do is just I'll add a fourth smelting line and get another belt of iron running up on the bus. Because right now we're taking 3 and splitting into 4, so we're not getting the most use of these belts. And then after that, we can start upgrading furnaces and belts and stuff if we need more. But anyway, you know, we don't need to do a ton of research right now. Let's see how our power is doing. Okay, so we're going to need more power as well. So in the next episode, or actually between now and the next episode, I will add more electricity. I'll just put another set of 20 furnaces and boilers, 20 furnaces and 40 boilers on the other side of this coal line. We'll start making some construction bots for personal use. And then at that point, we can start laying out some rail. And the first thing that I want to do is set up a coal outpost so we can bring in more coal, because we're going to need a lot more coal for power and so forth. And then we'll also upgrade the recipe on the oil so that we can start using up the light oil and heavy oil so that that process doesn't get backed up and stop making plastic. So that'll all be in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.